Ooh, you done seen a big man then pull up in the whip. Just bought a Cadillac. Throw some D's on it. Just bought it. No, I'm playing. You already know who it is. It's the biggest. It's the baddest. Yes, sir. Trying to get me riding dirty. Trying to get me riding dirty. Yeah. It's Coach Cooper.
Yes, sir. Y'all already know who it is, man. It's somebody's sexy parole officer's favorite sports journalist. TrueView Sports News very own, man. Y'all saw that title. Y'all saw that thumbnail. And y'all see this handsome man sitting in this oh-so clean whip. Yeah, y'all said y'all like the setup. I'll pop back in here, okay? I'm finna let y'all know today. Y'all been waiting on it. I'm kind of late, so I apologize. But I'm going to answer the question that everybody been asking. And I'm going to do a review on how Chris scrambled Conor's cranium. Now, there was concussions being dealt. But in all seriousness, I'm glad that both of these warriors look like they were in high spirits and great health after the bout. And I'm going to go ahead and review all that today. I ain't no journalist if I don't do my full job. I'm going to let y'all know a full review of the whole entire card, all the fighters on there, and what I think should happen next for boxing. Before I do that and yap away this whole goddamn introduction, y'all know the drill around here. If y'all are new, I'm finna tell you. I'm gonna fire up this good old blunt of LaRuski, add to the aroma in here while y'all fire up that like and subscribe button. So y'all do me a favor. I'm trying to hit 1,000 before 2026. While y'all down there, y'all go ahead and drop a comment. Who had the cleanest fit on this pay-per-view on the other side of the pond, as they would say. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's tasted pretty good. As my brothers on the other side of the world, that's tasted like some spud and tuna, some tuna and beans. You know what I'm saying? Enough playing. Back to business. We got the greatest slideshows on earth from the whip. How do I do it? The world may never know. All right, so I'm gonna give y'all the true review of this whole pay-per-view. Now, first up, I'm going to go ahead and admit my wrongs. I had Brandon Glanton winning this fight. I thought he was going to be able to keep him on the ropes, stay on the inside, get busy. It looked like he was taking that route. He was doing that, and that was incorporated in his game plan. Let me see. Am I too dark in this bitch? Is my complexion not doing me justice? Ooh, yeah, there we are. Back to business, man. I thought Brandon Glanton was going to be able to give him business on the inside, business along the ropes. Chris Smith did a pretty good job of keeping his distance on him, and he was cracking him from a distance. Pause. I think Brandon Glanton, though, didn't lose any type of stock in this fight. He put on yet again another war. Like I said, he always comes game. His Apache fight and now this fight with Chris, instant classic for him. So, nosy ass neighbors. Big. All right. Yeah, hold on. Let me make sure they get in their car. He look like he's snitch. I got some neighbors that are outside smoking that marijuana. Anyway, he probably heard me. Back to business though. Chris and Brandon Glanton, very good sparring session, okay? This nigga's flashing his goddamn lights all in my camera. I'm gonna let him live, okay? He's just having a nice little evening to himself. But that was a good first fight for that pay-per-view overall. Next on the card, Vidali outboxes his way to victory. Now, this was ridiculous. I don't know how y'all got $1 million venue and this bitch was a slip fest. They were over here goddamn about to break their damn ankles. They were boxing on roller skates. It looked like roll bounce out there. We needed janitorial staff immediately. There's no way that sweat was having them slip all over the place. They couldn't throw a jab. They over here have to fight on certain parts of the ring. It was crazy work. We had to do better. I'm glad that wasn't an issue the entire night. Overall, it was closely competitive. Vidali it was a close competitive fight, but it was a clear win. I do have a matchup for Vidali later in this video. If I'm saying his name wrong, I don't give a damn. Get off my dick. Next up, though, the fight that I did call right. I called that last fight correctly. I called this fight correctly. McKenna is next. He's next levels. He handled that step up and challenge perfectly. He fought Leon Smith, who definitely needed this fight, being on the undercard of Chris Eubanks, who took him to pack up Paradise not too long ago. Leon Smith came game, and even though he wasn't successful, he was coming forward and still trying to get his punches off. Again, we had a bad weekend of boxing, and all these motherfuckers on the internet just want to amplify it and say that boxing is dying. No, we just had two shit performances. Haney, who wasn't really engaging too much. He won, but he wasn't engaging too much. And then we had William Skull, who pulled a scam. He just hit a fucking Texas Relays track meet all over the place on Canelo. So we just had two bad performances. In this one, you could say it was a bad performance for Leon Smith because he got fucking struck out. I mean, I don't think he won a round. He had nothing that he could do for McKenna, but you can see that he was still actively trying to get aggressive. So credit to him. Props to him for doing that. But McKenna's next level. I give him performance of the night for what he did. He's technical for real. He's down to a T when it comes to boxing skills. Next up, I also got this call right. Anthony Yard levels London to a decision. Now, I thought he was going to get a finish, but I felt confident that he was going to get this win and move up in competition. I have a great matchup for him moving forward that I have on this next slide, so y'all stay locked in. My overall review of this pay-per-view, I left off the main event because it was so goddamn great it has to have its own separate slide. But the overall pay-per-view, this bitch was a 10 out of 10. You can't complain. If you don't like it, you probably just a hater. It's okay, I understand. You ain't doing too good in your life. Your room smells like cheese. Your haircut probably chopped. You're probably just hating on boxing. You mad to see successful boxers. I get it. But let me talk about what's next for boxing and digress on the haters. I think that since it's an easy matchup, it's right there to be made. Smith and Vidali, perfect. Go ahead and match them up. Same weight division. They need to get their name out there, get a little bit more under their belt and their resume. I feel like that's a good matchup to be had. I want to see Vidali in a matchup where he has to fight that big of a size difference. It'd be interesting to see. I'd probably lean towards Smith winning a split decision. I think Vidali could come out there with a good work rate, kind of like what Brandon Glanton did. I don't think he'd have more success than him. So yeah, I'd lean towards Smith. I kind of liked it, and I feel like he's making a good championship push right now. McKenna needs to go to mainstream. The first matchup I have is McKenna versus Adames. Now, Adames, at the time of this video, he does not have a matchup currently made. I see that he didn't do the rematch with Hamza, so Hamza is going to be handling Edgar Berlanga. Cool. McKenna, Adames, that will be perfect. That will be a matchup where the winner of that one should have some credibility. They should have some respect amongst the boxing community. Next up, now this fight, barn burner. I think I did my job. PBC, bang my line on LinkedIn. I might reply. Okay, if the numbers is looking right, I might come over there and be a matchmaker for y'all. Okay, who knows? Anthony Yard versus Joshua Buatsi. Now look at these goddamn niggas right now. You got Anthony Yard righting his wrongs. He's over here looking like he got his IBBF Pro card, whatever the fuck it's called, looking like he about to hop on the stage with it, looking like a beast. Let me chill with the glaze. And then put him in there in the ring with Buatsi around here. Look at this dude, look crazy as hell. Buatsi over here looking like he about to fight for his freedom. He looking like a background character to Django. You put him and Anthony Yard in the ring, there's no way violence is not happening. There's no way canvas sandwiches ain't being served and dirt naps ain't being taken. I think that fight could be a potential fight of the night candidate if it was to be made in the future. And then now let's talk about the actual fight of the year, fucking night, fight of the year candidate. It wins this True Review Sports News Fight of the Night award, but we're definitely putting this on a list of fight of the year candidate for show. Conor Benn, Chris Eubanks, round of applause. We got to give our flowers to both of them. There was not a loser in this bout. Boxing won. Both of y'all won. I know that Conor Benn is going to say he wants to do a rematch, and I'm going to give my opinion on that. A lot of people don't understand when boxing is doing great, and y'all worried about a whole bunch of fuck all, okay? And make it very simple for y'all. I'm going to dumb it down on True Review, okay? But that was fight of the year so far, and Chris Eubanks got the W. He won a draw. I think it was the right decision. I had Conor Benn on the card ahead, but those last two rounds, Chris Eubanks, I'm not sure if he purchased a U-Haul in between the rounds to carry his kahunas that he had, but my nigga came in balls blazing on the front foot, putting it on Conor Benn. It was ridiculous. Let me give my true review of Conor Benn. He was the loser on the main event. God damn it. Hold on. Oh my goodness. Okay. All these neighbors in my goddamn business, my lights cutting off. I might have to move back to my crib. But the true review of Conor Benn. He's 23-1 with 14 KOs. All right, that was his first loss. That's a great first loss to have. WBA welterweight champ, two-time weight division, moved up in weight to make this possible, so credit to him. The skills that we're able to take away from Conor Benn. If he fights at his right weight, this nigga is a problem. This nigga's top 5 contender instantly. I really like his combo work. He had great power. He had a tight guard, and I liked how how quick he was able to transition from going to the body to up top to back to the body. You watching that, he was very quick on the inside, quicker than expected. If he fights at his right weight, I don't see how those punches don't send someone on a first-class trip straight to pack-up land. The punches should have put Chris Eubanks in the nosebleeds. He should have been discombobulated. Somehow, some way, his head stayed attached to his neck and shoulders. He doesn't have too many best wins. I mean, Formella, Dobson, they ain't the craziest. Chris Algieri's, probably saying the name wrong. Who gives a damn? Chris Eubanks, though, that gets him more credit. And Conor Benn can definitely purchase. You have a performance like that, William Skull, take notes. When you have a performance like that where you let your nuts hang, you're able to fight almost whoever you want afterwards. Everyone wants to see you in the ring. Regardless of who it is, you get fans. So Conor Benn is like that, and I'm glad that he got his flowers when he came to America. I guess over there on the other side of the pond, my UK accent is ass. I need to work on my accent. My accents ain't the best. My Indian accent's pretty good, you know. Don't tell me what to do. Do not redeem the card. Okay, let me chill out before I get canceled. But you get what I'm saying. Those are two of the best accents in the world. So ain't no racism going on. Let me stop while I'm ahead of myself. Overall review for Conor Benn, I give him a 7.6 out of 10. My man, I really, as far as talent, if we're talking about straight talent, Conor Benn is an 8.6, obviously. But overall resume and career, watch my other videos so you can see how I do my ratings. I have him sitting at a 7.6 out of 10. He's up there with the Lamont Roaches, a little bit lower than the Shakurs and the Devin Haney's because they have the resume to back it up, really. But Conor Benn is right there in competition. I'm looking forward to this rematch. But let's talk about the winner of the card. Chris is another class, okay? Stupendous W. Stupendous. 35-3 with 25 KOs. The IBO middleweight champ. Y'all see the skills. They were on display. He was cooking over there in the ring with the jab. He did the absolute opposite. Everyone's saying distance was key for him. For him to be on the outside is how he should get away with the W. He said, fuck all that. I'm going to show y'all that I am the bigger dude. I'm going to remind y'all he's moving up in weight. And I'm going to use that to my advantage. He marched this nigga down. He marched him down like he was at an HBCU. He marched him down like he was playing for Grambling. He was so much fucking marching down was going on. His overall resume, I know he got clowned a little bit before this fight, but he had some good performances. The Blackwell, where he got the belt, was impressive. His Yildirim was impressive. Leon Smith KO, and now the Conor Benn win. So he has a pretty good resume put together. Been doing it for a minute. Comes from a good, a good lineage of boxing. His father is in my top 5 all-time favorites, personally. But overall, just a very good performance. Bravo to both of y'all. People are saying that they're worried about the rematch because this is the type of fight that takes time off their careers. I guarantee you with the animosity, with Chris going to be so confident in being able to get it done again and getting paid for it fully because he missed weight, maybe at a more comfortable weight instead of draining him down so much. And Conor Benn getting a chance to right that wrong, I guarantee you both of them. If the Grim Reaper or whoever the fuck would be in this situation was like, hey, I'm taking 2 years off your career, are you okay with that, to take this rematch? Both of them probably say, oh yeah, let me get another crack at this Dosser. He done slapped me up with an egg, put an omelet on my head. Let me get my rematch. So I'm glad. They both looked healthy too. Chris Eubanks said, no broken jaw over here, mate. And Conor Benn was saying that he's all good to go and he's ready for September to get back in there. So I think a great card could be put on again. The fight does not have to happen the exact same way to be better in a rematch. I don't get y'all's reasoning with that. If the fight turns out to be a second round knockout, okay, it's crazy. If it turns out to be a snooze fest and Conor Benn wins, okay, that's a difference in the story. Maybe a fucking trilogy. Who fucking knows? Why are y'all like so against good fights? Yeah, y'all some hoes, man. Y'all piss me off sometimes, but I'm gonna go ahead and I didn't even smoke the blunt this video, but overall, I'm glad that y'all made it this far. That was my overall take. Let me know if these videos is too long, if I should shorten them, if y'all want to hear me talk longer, if I'm so handsome you just want me on the screen forever, I'll provide for you. Other than that, as y'all can see, I guess we're having a block party and I'm unaware. Everyone's outside right now. I'm gonna go inside before I get put on police activities. Y'all stay true, man. We're gonna reach 1,000 before 2026. I appreciate all the new likes and subscribes and comments. We finna take it up there. We finna go far. Y'all go find something to do though. I'm finna kill the rest of this blunt. I'm out.